All right, guys. Lesson 6.2 is going back to the quadratic formula, but now we're looking at it with radicals. So we relate to what we did yesterday with simplifying radicals. Okay, so you might see a problem like this. We'll do two examples. Find the roots of an equation. Okay, say f of x. Find the roots, that's supposed to say. F of x equals x squared minus 4x plus 2. Find the roots. In other words, what could you plug in to get 0? A couple ways you could do it. You could try to factor. I don't think this factors easily. Like we said, multiply the 2 and add the -4. There's no nice numbers for factoring it. So the other thing we have been going back to find the roots then is this quadratic formula. Okay. First thing you have to do is define what A, B, and C are. A in this case is 1. B is the -4. And C is the 2. And I like to just do this and say, hey, fill in the boxes. Just so you don't miss anything. Keep it organized. Okay, so -b. It's that, right? Plus minus square root. B squared. -4 goes there. 4 times A is 1. C is 2. Over 2 times A. All right, that's the same as what we've done before. So we got 4 plus minus. Now do your order of operations. We got to do this for these separately, right? -4 squared is 16 minus 8, right? Over 2. Okay, 16 minus 8 is 8. Okay, in the past we said, hey, get your answer as a decimal here because square root of 8 is not a perfect square. Now the directions will say give your answer as a simplified radical. Okay, that's kind of the difference today. Can you basically do it without a calculator and give your answer as a simplified radical? Okay, because this does split up like what we've done yesterday. Maybe I'll just do it off the side here. Square root of 4, square root of 2. So that's 2 square root of 2, right? Sorry about that. Okay, so I've got that. Okay, now what you can do is divide everything by 2. There's a common factor 2 in all these terms. So you could just divide all 3 terms by 2. To like reduce that down, basically, I'm just going to divide each by 2. So I'm going to get 2 plus or minus 1 square root of 2 all over 1. If that makes sense, which really means 2 plus or minus square root of 2. Because over 1 doesn't matter. Dividing by 1 does not affect it. Okay, so that's the final answer, which so really means 2 plus square root of 2 is one answer, and 2 minus square root of 2 is the other answer. You don't have to go any farther because remember we can't combine those because they're not like things. You can't say that's square root of 4, you know. Okay, so those are your 2 answers. And those are the roots. I mean, it's hard to graph that because we don't know exactly what that is, but you know, it's square root of 2 is about 1.4. So this is like 2 plus 1.4, which is about 3.4. And this is like 2 minus 1.4, about 0.6. But you know, we're not going to graph these. We're just going to get the answers. Let's do one more. It's a little different. So it'll say solve. -3x squared equals -6x minus 5. Okay, when we're solving these quadratic type of things like this with x squareds, we get it equal to 0, and then, you know, then we find the roots. So I could add 6x over on each side. Could also add the 5 over, right, to get that over here on this side. Okay, I'll just do both those things together. So really we're talking -3x squared plus 6x plus 5 equals 0. When you move something over, it just changes it to other sign. So really, if you see, I'll just turn to a +6 over here and a +5, you know, to move it over to this side. Okay, because now we can find the roots, because that will figure out when it equals 0. Let's define A, B, and C. B is 6, C is 5. And let's write down our equation. And let's fill in the blanks. You do need to show all your steps on these clearly. Show them out clearly. All right, so -6 plus or minus square root of 6 squared minus 4 times -3 times 5 all over 2 times -3. Okay, 6 squared is 36 minus, we got 12 times 5. 12 times 5 is 60, so we're talking minus -60. It's really a +60, right? Minus, this is -60 all over -6. Put it over here. Square root of 96 over -6. Okay, 96 is not a perfect square, but we're gonna, if you can break it up, you're going to, or you have to get it simplified down. We need to try to simplify this radical. 4 goes into 96, but when I do 96 divided by 4, I've got 24. There's another 4 in 24, so I actually know that's based on that. I actually know 16 goes in there. That would be the fastest way. 16 and 6, actually. 16 is a perfect square. Okay, so we're down to this. That changes to 6 squared of 6 all over. Oh man, a lot of 6's, huh? Oh, wait, this is a 4. Sorry, that doesn't make sense. It's a 4. Okay, square root of 16 is 4. Okay, so how do we simplify this? Well, basically divide everything by 2, each term by 2, could say, to simplify it down. Basically, you're simplifying that fraction. It's just that there's 2 things in top to simplify. -3 plus or minus 2 square root of 6, right? I just divided that front number by 2, and in the bottom, I've got a -3. So that's, you know, a lot messier answer. One answer is -3 plus 2 square root of 6 over -3. And the other answer is -3 minus 2 square root of 6 over -3. Kind of messy, but that's considered the simplified radical answer for that. Okay, that's pretty much what you got to do today, is just show all those steps out on those type of problems.